Hi Aries, welcome back. If your birthday is March the 21st, this is for you. I know I'm running late. I've been wanting to do this. So if your birthday is March 21st, this is for you. What does Aries have to look forward for the next year, Spirit? Happy birthday, belated birthday, okay? So, first card out is the Seven of Swords in reverse. So, what does Aries have to look forward to in the next year, Spirit? For birthdays, March 21st. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Tell me more. Okay, we're going to get deeper and find out what's going on here. Tell me more about what's going on for Aries' energy for birthday, March 21st. What do they have to look forward to this year, Spirit? Ten of Pentacles. Five of Cups in reverse. It looks like you're going to face on your problems. Head towards your problems head on. That's the energy I'm getting from this. We have the Tower. But there is a lesson here that hasn't been learned. Something has not been learned here. Okay, it looks like this might be the year something is going to be learned and it's going to change things for you. We have the Death card coming out. Whoa. Okay. Let's go ahead and dig deeper and see what's going on here. Okay, so the first card out we have is the Seven of Swords in reverse. So that's a really good thing. I know it seems like it wouldn't be, but it is. It's a good thing because it makes me feel like you're seeing things clearly, right? Like you're yeah. I feel like you're seeing things clearly, especially with the Page of Pentacles coming right next to it. It makes me feel like, you are aware of people's abilities around you. You're aware of, and that's the energy I'm getting from it. Like you're aware of it. Like you're aware. Two of Pentacles. So you know when things are falling apart. Yeah, or when people are not being sincere with you. Suspension in reverse. I'm telling you this. Isn't that crazy? I was just saying that. Like you could see things very clearly. You don't need to sit back and watch. You just know. You know something. You're aware of something. You're not afraid to face something, okay? Even if you find out tomorrow like everything is taken away from you, you're still very strong. Even if you lose everything, you're still a very strong person. You might have somebody around you who's been behaving a certain kind of way towards you, I want to say in a aggressive type of way, okay? And because of that person being around your energy, it seems like it has made you more stronger, you know? Now, this year coming up, it looks like you might be struggling with things that are more practical, okay? And what I mean by more practical is like housing, transportation, practical matters of living, right? Food. Um, so there's going to be a struggle this year when it comes to these kinds of things. Hmm. You're going to face some kind of challenge when it comes to these kind of things, okay? But don't worry because as you go toward this like in the middle of this year, getting more closer toward the middle, things do come together for you because I do see the 10 of Pentacles in the upright position. So, it looks like, so that would mean like in the next few months, right? for according to this, if we were to do like a time lapse of what I'm seeing here, so that would mean like maybe in the next 2 to 3 months there might be some kind of challenges, or this could be like challenges inside of yourself, Aries, like you not wanting not wanting to put the money where it needs to go, as far as housing, food, the necessities of life, and you wanting to take that money and go put it somewhere else instead, or go buy something else, okay? Or you might want to like take a large make a large purchase, okay? That's what I'm getting. But things are going to come together though, okay? So like maybe the first 3 months of this year of your life, you're going to have some difficulty there. But it looks like you know what you're doing. And you have somebody around you who's being very immature. So you have somebody around you like in the next 3 months that's going to be like probably trying to pull you down, that kind of thing, right? Trying to take away from you, right? And this is something that you're going to be going through in the next 3 months. This could be like could be a sibling for one of you, okay? Or somebody that you've been around for a long time, cousin, somebody that you've been around for a long time. But so the first 3 months, there's going to be challenges here. Now, when you go into the next 3 months, I am seeing some form of tower moment happening for you over here. But I am seeing a happy home over here, which is good. Okay, so like when it comes to your home stability, things are going to work out. You're going to end up building something for yourself. So the struggle is this struggle that you're going to be facing at the beginning of the year is going to lead you to some kind of stability. It's going to lead you to focusing more on your long term plans rather than your immediate plans, you know? So your foundation here is going to be very solid. Even though the things that are going on around you, Aries, is not going to be very solid. So, for instance, in relationships like this with one specific person over here who may or may not be a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, even though the relationships that you're going to have this year might not be very stable, but within yourself, your foundation will be stable. Okay. Um, More likely financially. Let's go ahead and get deeper. Queen of Flowers in reverse. Page of Teacups. I feel like at the beginning of this next 3 months, let's just say like 3 4 months, something like that. You are going to be very highly emotional, possibly moody, feeling unstable, feeling like you just can't communicate because of one specific person around you or people around you, right? I think that's why you see things so clearly. Like you've been dealing with this person for a long time, so you already know what's going to be happening here. But the instability is going to stay. Nothing's going to change with that person, unfortunately. And I feel like that's what's going to lead you to feeling um, emotional, feeling moody. Okay, maybe even like snapping, feeling snappy, that kind of thing. Hmm. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm looking at. I feel like you are you're gonna be levered off. Like somebody's gonna try to push you off your goals. Okay, like push you away from your goals. But I do feel like you're gonna keep your options open regardless. Okay, regardless of what this person's doing, saying, whatever. Right? They are gonna get to you, unfortunately, and that's what I'm seeing. But your stability is going to be beautiful. I feel like this is going to be like the beginning. So the next 3 to 4 months, I see like a new beginning when it comes towards your stability, your family life, your home life, your money, things like that. Um, I feel like with the Five of Cups coming out in reverse, it does look like you're going to be in this process of breaking out of this bubble that this person is been putting on you. Like, you're going to like snap out of it. Like, you know what? I don't care what you're saying. I don't care what you're doing. I'm going to, oh yeah, look at the sun. It's like you're going to be like, you know what? I'm just going to focus on what I got going on and not be bothering with you anymore, you know? Okay. So I feel like with the sun, it's more of you shaking off all that negative energy that this person has been trying to throw on you, and it's going to work. I think that's why you're going to have this tower moment with that person. Okay? So it does look like it's inevitable. It looks like you're going to end up having some kind of argument with that person, whoever this person is. It's like you need to let it, you need to like shake that person off of you so you can function. Yeah. Okay. You're going to make peace with yourself. Like, you're going to make peace with your part of that situation. That's what I'm hearing. You're going to make peace. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. Forgiving ourselves, or things like that, that's hard to do, and it takes a level of maturity for us to be able to do that, because we tend to be like, why did I do that, and we linger in that energy of regret, right? But I don't see you doing that. Okay, I see you like, okay, I messed up, and you're gonna shake it off, and you're just gonna, whatever mistakes that you made yourself, you're gonna shake it off quickly, which is beautiful, because I love that. I don't know about y'all, but I tend to do that too. Like, if I mess up or something, I will like stay in that mode of regret like forever. You know what I mean? Mm. It's like you're gonna accept that person. That person must be somebody really close to you. It's like you're gonna accept that that person is just never gonna be in your corner. That person's never gonna be there to protect you. uh I don't know who this person is to you, but it's like something like you're just gonna accept it, that that person's never gonna be there for you, which is sad, because if he's giving me this energy of this person is supposed to be somebody that's there for you, like a sibling or a parent or something, like and you're just gonna accept it and just accept them for who they are and just move on. but but it's not gonna happen. Like, it's not gonna happen um without you having a tower moment with them. Yeah, which is sad. But you're going to find your peace. This is going to be the year that you're going to find your peace. You might be shunning this person out, or they might be shunning you out this year. Like online, maybe getting off of each other's Facebook or something like that, because of family problems. So Aries, it looks like you've had some family problems, and it's just going to continue into this new cycle. Yes. You might also be facing some health concerns this year. Okay. So tell me more about this, Spirit. Let me go ahead and check that with the World card. Okay. You might be getting news about this health concern over, like, online, maybe an email or something. Huh. Okay. It's going to be something that you're going to have a hard time talking about. You're going to need to take some time off of work or rest. So, Aries, born March 21st. Be ready for this health concern, because it might be something that's going to cause you to not be able to work. Okay? And it's going to come in like at the end of a season. So, it could be like the end of summer, the end of fall, the end of spring, something like that. You're going to find out about a health concern. And this health concern is definitely going to end up causing, it's going to cause some chaos in your life, or something to change. I don't know why, but I'm hearing like high cholesterol. My intuition is telling me high cholesterol. The strength card. Okay. You're going to be able to handle it. Don't worry. It's not going to be something really serious because with the strength card coming out, it makes me feel like it's something that you're going to just have to learn to tame or learn to handle. So it's giving me like the feeling of like diabetes. You know, you might have to take insulin or learning how to manage your diabetes, or if you have high cholesterol, learning how to handle that. It's something that you're going to be able to handle. So the health concern is not going to be um it's not going to be like something that is going to be an ending, something like that, like, something like that. No, it seems to be something that you're going to be able to learn how to deal with, handle, manage, something like that. But it's also something that I feel like you're going to have to possibly isolate yourself from. So you might have to like stay in your house. So I don't understand that part, but that's what I'm getting. Maybe this is like you have finding out you have two illnesses, like having something contagious like the measles, and also finding out that you're a diabetic or something like that, right? So maybe that's why I'm getting like you're gonna have to isolate yourself for a little while. Okay, so something about your health, you're gonna have to isolate yourself, maybe because of your illness, and you can't allow yourself to get catch something else. That might be what it is, right? Like, your immune system is not functioning very well, so it wouldn't be a good idea for you to go hang out at Walmart where you could get strep throat from somebody or the flu from somebody, something like that. So I do see here that you're gonna have to stay alone or isolate yourself at home or stay at home more often. Okay. um So that's something to prepare for, basically. Okay, basically, have your groceries ready, have things ready, so if you do have to stay inside for a month or two, you'll be fine. It won't be so hard. You can do what you need to do. Okay, so tell me more about the death, spirit. See what's going on here, but I just want confirmation of the death here. But I do feel like it's going to be at the end of a season, so things will turn around. It is definitely going to be something that you're going to have to focus on and stay focused on. Even though I do see it's going to change your world toward the end of the year. So toward by the end of next year, okay? Getting closer towards your next birthday. It's going to be I want to say like something that you're going to have to pick up the pieces from. So Aries, now that you know that you're going to be facing this health problem. Okay. Let me get one more card. Why is that coming out? Now that you know you're going to be facing this health problem, it would be a good idea to, of course, start taking vitamins now. Okay. It's going to be a challenge for you, okay? And it's definitely going to be something that you're going to have to focus on. So that's what it is. You're really going to have to focus on your health. Since you know this is coming, knowledge is power. You can change the outcome of this, okay? If it is, I feel like for one of you, it's high cholesterol or something to do with high cholesterol, or it could be like blood clots or something like that from high cholesterol, maybe. Um, Now that you know that this is gonna happen, you can always go in there and find information that would help you. You know, um, there's a lot of good things online you could check out. You could Google it on YouTube and find out quite a bit of information about it. Um, even for diabetes, there's a lot of information. I've heard of people overcoming diabetes completely. So there is hope. Everything is not all, just blue and gloom and everything, right? No, but this does seem to be something that you're going to have to really focus on. It's not going to be like something that you're going to get and overcome quickly, okay? It's something that you're definitely going to have to work at, okay? Something that you're going to have to stay in control of here, okay? Because if you're not, there is something worse that's around the corner, I want to say. Something that you don't see, okay? So stay on top of it, Aries. That's the point. If you stay on top of it, you'll be fine. All right, Aries, this is what I have for you for this year. I'm so sorry about your health, okay? But the good thing is you know now, and if you start working on that now, by the time you go take this test or have this problem, maybe you won't even have the problem anymore. You get what I'm saying? You have the power, the free will to change what direction your life is heading in, okay? And that's the truth. So I know, I think a lot of people tend to hear a reading and think, oh no, it has to stay that way. No, it doesn't. You can always change things. That's the beauty of free will, okay? Is that you can always change things. So now that you know you have a health concern coming up, you can change it. You don't have to go through it. You can fix it now. You can start eating a salad every week, or taking a little walk after lunch, or you could do things like that. Those little tiny steps, of doing this and that can make a big difference at the end. Okay. All right, Aries, thank you for joining me. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oh, I didn't. I forgot to tell you. I don't know if I did or not. Financially, things are going to be okay. Even though at the beginning of this year, it did look like there was some kind of instability, but financially, you're going to be fine this year. Okay. Uh, Basically, what I mean by fine is you will be able to pay your bills. Okay, that's what I mean by fine. And for one of you with the 10 of coins coming out, I don't know if I said it. That means big money's coming your way. Okay, so that's a beautiful thing. All right, guys, catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.